What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another first ride, and today we are gonna take a look at the Royal Enfield Meteor 350, the small little city commuter bike, classic style, classic cruiser style, with the single cylinder air-cooled thumper. For engine, it's rocking an air and oil cooled 349cc single cylinder engine that puts out about 20 horsepower at 6,000 rpm and 27 newton meters of torque at about 4,000 rpm. It's rocking a 5-speed transmission, a chain drive. We have 17-inch wheels all around. I think they are 17. No, sorry, 19 on the front, 17 on the back. Kind of an adventure spec. Single brake disc up front with the brake, which is a subsidiary of Brembo. Again, a single disc on the back, dual piston caliper on the front, single piston caliper on the back, and a design to die for. Classic style, retro style, like Royal Enfield is known for. About 4,000 euros a bike like this. In terms of weight, it's about 191 kilograms and about a 15-liter fuel tank. It's a small, little, cheap and cheerful bike. Not much to say about it, but let's ride it for a little bit. Let's ride it for a little bit and get an idea of what a cheap but fun motorcycle is like. First of all, the single cylinder air-cooled oil engine sounds like a proper old school classic engine. Proper pops and bangs. This is gonna be a fun one. We do have a heel toe shifter, so I'm gonna shift up with my heel because it's really tight to get your foot underneath here, but we're gonna use the heel. So it's one down for first gear, and then we're gonna go second gear, third gear, and just like that. All right, let's get cracking. The Meteor 350. I have wanted for a long time to try out this bike because I think it's a perfect little around town motorcycle. The heel shifter is not that difficult to use. It's the first time I've had to use a heel shifter, but if you think about it a little bit, it's not that difficult to use. We're already in fourth gear, 60 kilometers an hour. People do say about these things, these Royal Enfields 350s, that they are dog slow. Well, they're not gonna set your trousers on fire, but the main purpose of this bike is not to be fast, it's to be an event. And the engine is a proper event with the sound and the way it delivers its power. It has a lot of low-end torque. I mean, 20 horsepower is not a lot of power for a motorcycle, but 27 newton meters of torque at 4,000 rpm, that is quite a bit of torque. Considering the bike is 190 kilograms wet and ready to ride, it's not going to be blistering fast, but it's also not going to be all that slow. Let's get it out here on the open road and let's give it some stick. I have to think about where my heel is so I can be ready to shift. Wide open. 70, 80, 90. Into fifth gear, 90 kilometers an hour in fifth gear. As you can see, not a problem. We still have a bit of power to get up to 100 now. It can do it. It can cruise at 100 kilometers an hour. I don't know how happy it is, but it can do it. We do have a multistrada right behind us. Yep, that thing is a lot faster than this thing is. Yeah, about 100 kilometers an hour is where it ends. Let's get ourselves tucked in. Nah, so 100, 110, but that's enough. But actually it's way happier at 90. 80 to 90 kilometers an hour is where the damn thing is happy. It's where it likes to be. It's where the engine does make most of its power. But you can't chuck it into a corner. And we are keeping with the Multistrada. And that's a Diavel V4. That thing is an absolute beast and an absolute monster. I think that thing has like 180 horsepower or something like that, whereas this one has 20. Let's go for the overtake. We're gonna see a bit of a difference in power, because right now there's gonna be an open stretch of road, and I'm pretty sure the V4 Multistrada and the V4 Diavel, they're gonna bloody go for it. The Multistrada went for it, but we're gonna go flat out and we'll see how further back. Yeah, yeah. I'm already left for dust. Yeah, you're not gonna win any races with this thing. Let's put it just in 5th gear and cruise along at 80 kilometers an hour. Let's get ourselves in the right hand lane, calm and relaxed. But the thing is, let's not compare it to a Diavel or something like that. I mean, you can buy 6 of these for the price of a Diavel. Let's be honest here. Let's focus on the little Meteor. The little Meteor right now, as we're climbing up the hill in 5th gear at 80 kilometers an hour, it's maintaining 80 kilometers an hour. It's not vibrating me to hell, even though it's a little single cylinder with a long stroke, where it's just about barely keeping 80 kilometers an hour. So yeah, but you know what, it's fun, it's an event. This is a bike where I'm not looking at the speedo. I just want to listen to the engine burble away underneath me and just have my fun. The riding position is nice and comfortable. The handlebar is really in a very good position. It's right here. I have a bit of a bend in my arm. My feet are a little bit forward, but not too much. It's just a wonderful little riding position. So bloody comfortable and so relaxing. That's the thing. Not just comfort, but relaxation. And a bit of an event with that little engine burbling beneath me. It's the same thing that I had riding the Benelli Imperiale, riding the Himalayan, riding the Super Meteor 650. That thing has a lot more poke than this one does. But it's the same sound, the same burble, the same old school motorcycle. I mean, I don't even want to go past 80 kilometers an hour. This right here, 70, 75, this is just fine. This is fast enough. I don't have a windscreen. I'm fully exposed. My knees are in the breeze. My chest is in the breeze. This is not about speed. This is not about velocity, excitement, adrenaline. No, this is about theatrical drama. This is what this is, theatrical drama. Whereas like the CBR 650R that I tested was a movie by Michael Bay with a lot of explosions and everything. This is like a good theater play. You understand me? You like sit back and watch it relaxed and soak in the experience. This is what a bike like the Meteor does. It's not fast, but it's an experience. You soak in the experience. You work the little single cylinder engine. You hear it burble. It rewards you with a sound like no other. No other bike can reproduce this type of sound. Only air-cooled single cylinder engines have this sound. Long stroke air-cooled single cylinder engines have this classic burble because it's a classic engine. This is the engine, the type of engine they used to have like 50, 60, 70 years ago. A little 200-300 cc air-cooled single cylinder. It reminds you of an old bike because in a lot of ways it is an old bike. But now we're gonna take it on a bit of a twisty road, and we're gonna see just how this cradle frame, which is an old school style way of making a motorcycle frame, And these brakes, which do have ABS, I think, let me check. Yep, we got full front and rear ABS. So we got modern brakes, but an old school style frame. But with modern technology, frame design technology, it should handle pretty well. The Himalayan did. The Himalayan was easy to ride, easy to handle. Felt sometimes a little bit heavy, but not as heavy as you would think. And it holds its own. It's not difficult to chuck into a bend. Brakes are nice and positive. Front lever feel is good. This is a nice little motorcycle. Oh, this would be such a fun little bike for a weekend blast. Down to third gear, chuck it in, power out. Chuck it in. It's a fun little machine. Up a cog into fourth, fifth gear, and now we're gonna be not so hard on the brakes. Chuck it into the corner, power it out, use the torque on the way out. The little Meteor. Sheesh Louise. Fun little machine, honestly. For 4,000 euros, this thing is a heaps load of fun. I don't know, it's like 4,000, between 4 and 5,000 euros. This little machine is an awesome little, it's an entertainer, okay? It's a proper entertainer. You wouldn't expect to have so much fun on a 20 horsepower motorcycle, but the theatrical drama of it really adds to the experience. You're not looking for speed on this one, you're looking for relaxation, you're looking for maneuvering the bike through corners and then powering out of bends, hearing the engine burble away. That's the reward of a motorcycle like this. Not speed, not high speed, not stuff like this. What a wonderful little machine. Such an awesome ride. It does get a bit breezy out here at about 90 kilometers an hour, as you can probably hear the wind noise. But I do have an open face helmet, and here in the twisties, fifth gear, hoppa, one side, back to the right. Yeah, it handles. It ain't no sport bike, but it ain't no slouch also. I don't know how much lean angle we have, but we have enough to have fun. Down a couple of cogs, chuck it into the bend, get on the power early because there's not a lot of power, so we have to get on the power early. Fun is the main criteria to judge the Royal Enfield Meteor bike. Fun, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It does bring back emotions. It makes you feel like you're on a 60-70-year-old motorcycle, but we have fuel injection, we have ABS. We're gonna do a bit of an emergency braking stop to see how good the brakes are, because it feels like an old school bike, but I'm suspecting the brakes should be thoroughly modern because they are made by Brembo. And a bit of an open space here, and about 70 kilometers an hour, hard on the brakes. Decent brakes. The thing is, the front lever feels very positive. It does have some travel to it, but it does feel good. But yeah, what a fun little machine. What a fun little machine. And wanna get another look at it. Side stand. Does it have a center stand? Yes, it does. It also does have a center stand, so you can do your chain maintenance quite easily with this one. Fun little machine. Passenger foot pegs, passenger seat. But the thing is, this engine, the sound of it. It pops, it crackles, it burbles. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I just, 1 second, I wonder what's in here. Let's see. Nope. How about I leave this one alone? I thought it was maybe some kind of cubby hole, but I think it's to get to the electronics. Nope, let's leave that over there. But yeah, this has been the Royal Enfield Meteor 350, a cheap and cheerful little motorcycle that's a lot of fun for people on a budget. It's a good city bike, it's a good commuter bike. You're gonna enjoy yourself with it. You can even take it up to the mountains. If you don't have expectations of high speed, of, I don't know, adrenaline and everything, if you want to go for a relaxed ride, this is an awesome bike to do so, and a cheap one at that. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching the videos, for liking, for subscribing. I'm gonna take the Enfield back now. And remember, if you want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member of the channel, but sharing and liking is enough for me. And I want to thank you all for watching and coming along on this journey of motorcycles with me. Until next time guys, take care out there and ride safe. Bye!